Hi, I'm Mike, this is Ben, and one of us is secretly a mimic. Welcome to Rocks Fall, Everyone Dies. So Ben, I've been thinking. In this show, this long-running, successful YouTube show of ours, we have somewhat asymmetrical roles.
How so?
Well, you have something of a superpower here in that you're not just Ben, you're present Ben and future Ben. Now, anything I do to present Ben, future Ben can revenge past Ben on with editing. Now, this is good because I don't have to do any of the editing, but bad because it makes me the player and you the DM. So if I were to insult you, say, call you a... You could...
Make my voice like that of a chipmunk. Stop it, future Ben.
Not just that. I could, do this, and this, and this, and even just edit you out of the show.
Am I back?
You're back.
Oh, stop doing that. Although I get solace in the fact that I just killed one of your weekends doing all the VFX.
It's alright.
Let's talk about some reasons that you shouldn't offend your DM in the same way.
Okay, I get where you're coming from. So, your DM, if you're nice to him, could give you, say, magic items as rewards.
Right, or if you're a jerk to him, he could give you a bag of devouring instead of a bag of holding, or armor of vulnerability instead of armor of invulnerability.
Right. Well, cursed magic items in general are fun to mess around with as a DM.
Yeah, one of the dirty secrets of being a DM is that all of those magic item tables that tell you when and how you should give out magic items, you don't have to follow a single one of them. You can just flip through the book and give out what you want. So that acts as a pretty good reason you shouldn't, be a jerk to your DM.
I can think of a few times that you've given us some nasty items.
Yeah, you remember Stormbringer?
Stormbringer.
Yeah, it wasn't my original idea, but boy, was that a fun cursed item.
Oh, yes. For those of you who don't know, Stormbringer is a demon-possessed sword that continually entices the user to murder people.
Oh, and eats souls. I mean, like any good cursed item should. Soul eating is like, the groundwork they're built on. But legendary magic item, evil curse. It'll tempt players either way, but it's definitely not something you want your DM to be putting on your table.
Okay, so what other reasons should you respect your DM?
Well, you can always throw like a really nasty baddie at you, some sort of monster to just rip the party apart. There's nothing worse than thinking you're in for like an easy fight and then realizing that the monster you're staring down is like 5 levels higher than you.
Well, yeah, but at the same time, it's unrealistic to expect that everything in a game world is leveled to the adventurers.
Well, right, but that's like the perfect DM excuse if he's been having a bad day. You're aware of the rust monster, right?
Right.
One of my favorites. I love throwing that at, a particularly annoying person at the table if, they just got a shiny new sword or a set of armor or something like that. Whoops, now it's crumbled into rust. Nothing to do about it.
Or, maybe that monster that the party's fighting has double health and, 5 more strength than normal.
That's what I love about being a DM. You can take the the DM screen and roll whatever you want back there. So, player that called you a name earlier or just isn't really playing along, you just rolled a 20 on him. Forget what the die says. And the monster has maximized HP and deals double damage. I think the record's going to show that I'm a worse DM than you in the long run. I think that's fine. I think it makes me a better person.
Worse meaning crueler, not.
Yeah, no. I'm a bad person. I'm a great DM and a bad person, and sometimes those work nicely together.
Right.
Ben, how would you, if someone was at the table, I don't know, playing along extra well, other than just giving inspiration, how would you try to enforce that good conduct?
Well, I mean, depending on how much they bribed me, or maybe it's just someone I particularly like at that point in time, I might make them level up ahead of the party.
Oh, ahead of the party. I mean, that's the nice thing about 5th edition. It's not expected that the old experience points regime has to necessarily hold. You can kind of just level up people when you want. It's a very Pathfinder thing, and I love that. It's really great. You can kind of do it whenever.
And not everybody has to level up at the same time. Maybe there's some story reason that someone might level up ahead.
Yeah, that's absolutely true. You can do all sorts of stuff with the story when you need to for that type of thing. But you want to know my favorite thing to do to players? If I'm just sick of the whole thing, the reason you really shouldn't piss off your DM, there's one really good reason.
What's that?
TPK. Future Ben, right here, TPK, big font. Thanks, Future Ben. Total party kill. Ben, would you like to explain what a TPK is?
Well, you see, it's this thing when rocks fall and everybody dies.
But in general, that's the lazy way of doing, oh yeah, by the way, the whole party is dead, the DM wins.
Tarask appears, slaughters everybody, campaign's over.
Yep, level, CR 21 bad guy shows up and just breaks everyone's necks one by one. Game's over! DM is done playing, and the world ends. That, more than anything, is probably why I won't leave your DM alone, or, bribe him every once in a while. They do good things. Treat your DMs nicely.
Oh, yeah. DMing is much harder work than playing. Takes a lot more preparation. And, if you're just being pissy toward the DM, it's
important to remember the DM is playing a game, too. It has slightly different rules than the ones that you follow, and it's not just to make everyone else have a good time, too. The DM's gotta enjoy playing at the table. Campaigns end, and you need to make sure the DM is playing along with you.
Right. If you think we missed something or have any stories of your own, leave a comment below, and we might feature it in next episode's Mailbag of Holding.
In this week's Mailbag of Holding, there isn't anything. You guys haven't commented yet. You know how time works, right? But next week, we'll respond to your comments and share some of your stories. But for now...
Thanks for watching. If you like D&D and wish there was more out there for 5th edition, consider checking out our blog, middlefingerofvecna.com. Link below, and our Patreon, where you can support this show and get tons of stuff for 5th edition.
Also, like, comment, subscribe, and make a wisdom save. If you rolled less than 18, dark magic compels you.